You're listening to Word on Health with Paul Pennington. On air and online 52 weeks of the year. Taking you behind the healthcare headlines, this is Word on Health. 1 in 6 of us now live with some form of hearing loss, and this is set to increase to 1 in 5 within the next 2 decades. Gemma Hitchin is from Action on Hearing Loss.
Lots of different things that can cause hearing loss, and we can have it at any age, but ageing is a significant factor in causing hearing loss. There's about 45% of over 50-year-olds that have some level of hearing loss. That increases again as you get older to about 70% of over 70-year-olds.
And if you are encountering some form of undiagnosed hearing loss, it's important to get it checked out, isn't it?
A lot of people do, unfortunately, think, well, there's nothing I can do, I'll just get on with it. But there is lots of things that you can do. It's easy to get your hearing checked. For example, we have on our Action on Hearing Loss website, and you can take it over the phone, we have an online hearing check. And it's a nice, easy test that you can do in the comfort of your own home. It's actually a speech and noise test. So it's measuring how well you can hear speech through noise. It only takes up to 5 minutes. It will then advise you whether you have a hearing loss or not and the steps that you need to take next.
Hearing tests on the NHS are free of charge, and these days getting to see a hearing specialist is a lot easier once you've been referred by your GP. And should we need a free NHS hearing aid, these devices are light years away from the hearing aids of yesteryear, aren't they?
They're much better now than what they used to be. So I think there's a lot of misconceptions that you're going to walk away with this big banana-shaped thing behind your ear that's going to be whistling all the time, going to give you lots of problems, but that's not actually the case. Hearing aids are much better looking these days, but also in terms of technology, they're much better, and we can fit them up to match your hearing loss much more accurately.
Of course, hearing loss can strike at any age. Are there things that the younger generation can do to protect their precious gift?
Some forms of hearing loss are preventable. So, for example, exposure to noise. One of the biggest concerns we have is exposure to music. Music is much more accessible now, which is great, but are people listening responsibly? And they may not be aware that if they're listening to the levels quite loud and they keep doing that, there's a danger of damaging the ears permanently. There are simple steps, though, that you can take. Keep an eye on the level of volume that you're listening at. Up-to-date MP3 players, for example, and on your mobile phones have a visual display, so it will tell you how loud you're listening and if you're going above the danger zone. You can also buy some good quality noise-reducing headphones. If you go to a club, wear earplugs. They're not going to stop you from enjoying the music.
And when it comes to cleaning, we shouldn't stick anything smaller than our elbow in our ears, should we?
That's actually very true. That's a phrase that we use very, very often in the audiology world. Don't put anything in your ears at all. Your ears are self-cleaning, so actually they do get rid of the wax and debris themselves. Actually, wax is part of the cleaning process, believe it or not. It gets rid of all the dead skin and bacteria and any bugs that might get caught in there. So if you use cotton buds, for example, you're scratching the ear canal and it prevents the wax from coming out of your ears naturally. And sometimes it can actually push the wax further down into the ear where it can get stuck, and you can end up with all sorts of problems, infections, perforations in the eardrum, which can lead to hearing loss as well.
To access the online hearing test mentioned in this report, and for further information, help and support, log on to www.wordandhealth.com. That's www.wordandhealth.com. You can also find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter, our address being @WordOnHealth. Word on Health, the award-winning health, lifestyle and wellbeing report with Paul Pennington. Word on Health, your personal prescription for your very best of health.